Hey everybody! what a, what a 24 hours! It's ridiculous the type of stuff that's going on. Just want to give everybody a quick update and big thank you for all the outpouring of stuff. We're going to cover some news, but before we get to that, there's no official slides. I just want to explain. Oh, the audio is working good. No official slides or anything today, but I will talk about what actually went down. So we do have an upcoming video in an hour, and as you guys know, this channel is about giving back. We were helping victims of human trafficking live, setting up crypto wallets and donating Bitcoin to them live. So that's coming up. Really excited to do that, and that is taking the place of our typical viewing, which is Okta. But I'll cover all the good stuff. But we know the market's on fire, so there's no point in saying, yeah, chart's going up. But anyway, more on that later. So what happened yesterday, real briefly? We literally just got out of our first meeting with the More to Life victims of human trafficking and, all that type of stuff. You'll see that video shortly. It'll be timestamped so you can go directly to the section you want to see. There's something for everybody in there, but it just shows you what we're doing. But within minutes of helping victims of human trafficking, we get deplatformed. It is ridiculous. We get a short automated email from YouTube that said something like, after repeated violations, we have banned your channel because we think it violates harmful, dangerous content, whatever. And that's right. Yeah. We just gave away a lot of Bitcoin, helped hopefully people. Zero warning, zero strikes against us, and we did not violate any terms, which is good. But the hard part is I don't need YouTube or any of that stuff. I do it as a service. I do it to give back. And I feel for those who don't have a voice. And thanks again for the support. But the irony was that no support came from Google or YouTube. It all came from the YouTube team on Twitter and about 5 or 10,000 of you out there as well. So big thank you. And we're pleased to let you know we got another note from YouTube. They said, we're pleased to let you know that your YouTube account, after taking another look, can confirm it's not in violation of our terms of services. But digging into it, and from people that work at Google and people that I know, and 3 different separate reports, not confirmed, but I was the recipient of a well-coordinated scam report attack against the channel, which means there are people that want to take me down. And I don't know if it's because of talking about truth or math or numbers or not being friendly to certain, I don't know, whatever else. Who knows? I'm not going to go into it. I don't care about that. I'm back. I might get taken down again, but we're going to work on some alternatives as well that will make it harder to stop our mission. And as you guys know, we do not speak with emotion here. But it's shocking to think that 50 people can report you at the same time and get you taken down. So that means everybody out there is vulnerable. But also, I'm a transparent guy, not owned by anybody, not purchased by anybody, and very transparent with my trades and our positions and all of our research. And also, we share everything. Anywho, with that, let's talk about the big thank you again to the community. Outpouring of love was really touching, and we're going to look at new alternatives like Rumble and Spotify and newsletters, etc., so we can always keep in touch no matter what happens, and we hope for a true decentralized future. So before, I want to say one more time, thank you everybody. Second of all, Bitcoin goes from strength to strength. As you guys know, I was called a hopium dealer, permabull, etc., but there are things that we see, and I speak with my wallet as well. Everything that I say, I do, I back up with real investments. I went in hard into the market in the biggest synthetic long of my life, the biggest trade of my life on the 24th of January. That is up over 2,000%. Boom. And it's all published. There's no fake returns or anything else. It's real. And then the second big tranche I got into on the 24th of Feb. Coincidentally, at the same time, a lot of people were selling everything. I jump into the market. So again, you can all follow whoever you want, but Bitcoin has been going from strength to strength. The persistent buying pressure is insane. You guys see it all now. You've got the Do Kwon stuff that actually has me personally fascinated. You saw my video. You've got the hedgies, you got Sailor, you got BlackRock coming in. And I always promised, I said, big money's coming in Q1. It's still Q1. It came in. So let's talk about some of the little bit of news. MacroStrategy, they received I think it was $205 million loan from Silvergate Bank. We're doing some really cutting edge things, and this will change the game for the whole borrowing against your crypto industry for institutions. Okay, institutions are getting hammered because of some FASB accounting regulations and some GAAP accounting, but that doesn't matter. But if you can buy an asset that's hard, you robustify your balance sheet, and then borrow against it, and buy more of your hard asset. It's kind of incredible. The loan, I think, was backed by about 800 million. So it's like a 4-to-1 ratio, 25% collateralized. Margin call, I think, kicks in if it falls to 50% levels. So Bitcoin would have to half from where it is now, go to 24K before Saylor and Co. would get a margin call. I don't know the exact details, but that is awesome. That means Michael Saylor will be spending that $205 million to buy more Bitcoin alongside Do Kwon. FOMO times, everybody. Everybody, all the hedge funds and the BlackRock guys are saying, Guggenheim, who knows who else. We got to get in now before the price goes up too much. It's crazy. We are down about 47,300, but it's okay. It's up 40% since the bottom, and that bottom was not many days ago. We also have a lot of Ethereum. FOMO approaching the merge in June. A lot of excitement there. Ethereum has been very, very strong. Once that goes deflationary, then the fireworks will go off. Now, the big story is Luna. I think it hit an all-time high today. Shot up above $110. I was tempted to sell at 104 a week or so ago, and I said, you know what? It's not worth incurring short-term capital gains. So I held, and I see it going higher, and I'm still holding. So, again, transparency, honesty. It's done incredibly well. But really, I think it was Dylan LeClaire spoke very eloquently about what we spoke about in our video of how theoretically Luna could go to 80,000. And that is, they are using the Luna seigniorage to buy Bitcoin to acquire, obviously, using seigniorage to buy the hardest asset in the world and backing unbacked fiat with scarce digital money, i.e. Bitcoin, is just unbelievable. So if you're not excited by what the Luna Foundation Guard, the LFG team are doing, it's time to be. I think they've picked up just shy of about 28,000 Bitcoin. It's about $1.32 billion worth. I think they've been acquiring this over a certain amount of time, but over the last week or so, they've been really upping their buys. In other news as well, just scanning a couple of things, I think Cathie Wood's ARK, ARKK, her ETF is back hard. I did cover in my Q&A. I'm not a big fan of some of the holdings, but their return has been triple since the rally began at the S&P 500 over the last 2 weeks. They have had triple the return. So with very volatile assets, you get more return, but you get more downside. But when things bounce back, they go up really high, really fast. And we see that with some of the altcoins as well. Now, there was some bad news out in the space. There was a huge hack. It's the new number one hack, I think, in the history of crypto. The DeFi hack was exploited Axie Infinity's Ronin sidechain. Over 600 million poof. I think it was nearly 200,000 ETH. Another 30 million in USDC. And the Ronin team explained something like 5 validator private keys were hacked. So it just shows you how fragile this DeFi Wild West space is. Be very, very careful. Don't chase return for, I think it was like Greg Foss says, picking up pennies in front of a steamroller. Be careful out there. So we'll see what happens with Axie and everything else. They have a lot of investigators going after this. In other news, the markets are very hot today because there's rumors of some peace talks in Turkey between Russia and Ukraine. And I don't know. I did say, I think over the weekend, there's a 65% chance we might see peace in the next 4 weeks. There are some things happening, but I'm always a little bit paranoid. There was a Russian pullback from Kiev, likely to be limited, tactical. Who knows where it'll go next, but hopefully, fingers crossed, there will be a de-escalation of everything and they will find peace. And we'll see what happens. And finally, a hacker group, I shouldn't want to say the word hacker or any bad words, but group called Anonymous leaked Russian central bank data. And this is hilarious. They leaked about 28 gigabytes of historical central bank data, which should be the blueprint for how Putin and the oligarchs have taken all the money out of the country and not given any back to the people. So again, decentralization is important. Finally, big thank you to Sanjay for sending this. There was a little tweet from Charlie Biello, and he talked about the last 10 years of returns for different assets. And it was interesting to see all the top assets. I think Bitcoin is up 1,000,000%. Let me pull up the document because I do have it here. Make sure I get it right. Okay. So I don't remember all these numbers. Tesla, 14,323%. NVIDIA, 8,006%. Netflix, 2,130%. Amazon, 1,580%. AMD, 1,388%. Microsoft, 1,000%. Apple, 830%. And Google, 762%. Of all those names, currently, in full disclosure, I own Bitcoin, Tesla, NVIDIA, Amazon, and Google. So it's nice to see that I have a lot of the historical top performers, but many of those names will be performers again. I also believe in the future, and they've also done really well over the last couple of weeks. So with that, everybody, we have this video coming up real soon. It's going to be pretty hard-hitting, but if you want to learn more or you want to show your friends and family how to use wallets, there's some really good pertinent information in there, how to set people up, how to become self-sovereign, and also some very interesting stories too. So thank you everybody for all the support. Be safe. Back to our usual programming tomorrow, and hang tough. See you later, and thanks for the support.